Okay, so the last experiment we've got here, I've managed to salvage and cut some 1 centimetre cubes. So we've got a 1.5 centimetre cube video and a 2 centimetre cube video. So now I've managed just to get 1 centimetre cubes, okay? So I'm going to do exactly the same. 1, 2, 3, 3 repeats. Again, there is a tiny bit of residue in the bottom. So make sure you put that on as an error. Okay, because obviously the glasses have been used before, whereas using beakers in a lab obviously would all be clean, and there wouldn't be any problem there. So I'm going to put 50 mils in each one really quick. Okay, and I want you to notice the timestamp as I put the first one in at the back. Okay, I'll be quite quick because obviously I know they're going to dissolve quick. Okay, that's just about 50. Might be a tad more in that one if you want to make a note. Okay, and timestamp for number 3. Okay, so what we're going to do, again, same as we've done before, I'm going to show you from above. So that was number 1. You can see it's already going. Number 2 and then number 3. All right, so again I'm going to give it a little stir. You can see it diffusing the ring around this one. Okay, so if I move it closer, I don't want to get too much condensation. Okay, so you can see it's considerably faster than the other 2. Ooh, it's hard to do it with the camera. Okay, I've tried to do it 5 times each. Now that one, I would say, pretty much coming back to it. I think you can stop the clock on that one. Yep, number 2. Oh, it's just there still. Number 3 is still there, yep. So number 2, we'll just give it a couple of seconds. Can you just see it just there still? It's just going. And again, please mention in your evaluation the difficulty, obviously using tap water. It is a little bit dull, it is a little bit cloudy. That one's gone. And I would say, hold on. Sorry, it's my microwave. I would say that one's gone too. So all 3, that was really rapid compared to the other 2 sets of experiments. So yeah, a couple of errors to mention there. So this one, number 2, was slightly more water. The other 2 were fine. There were slightly jagged edges on the jelly, so the equivalent of our agar. Obviously, I've used a measuring, my measuring device was a jug instead of a measuring cylinder. And I'm stirring with a spoon instead of kind of a glass rod. And that in itself brings in human error in the fact I could be kind of stirring a different amount each time. It won't be exactly accurate. We could have used a stirring device to improve. Okay, if we needed to stir, which we do really need to on the bigger ones. Remember with the agar and phenolphthalein, however, you wouldn't necessarily need to stir due to the fact that you are diffusing into the cube rather than trying to dissolve the cube itself. Okay. So what I'd like you to do is write up this experiment with a table of comparison of the surface area and volume showing the ratio and the time taken to dissolve. Okay, so brief aim hypothesis method, results table, and then a conclusion, so an ERER statement. And then an evaluation of the method. Obviously, we've tried our best to adapt it to be as accurate as we can, but it's not been easy. So mention some improvements and obviously the kind of kitchen equipment we've used, a ruler, the measuring jug, just a standard kind of kitchen measuring jug, not as accurate as you would do, and tumblers instead of beakers. Okay, so make sure you've got a nice evaluation there. And your understanding is just getting you used to writing methods, writing evaluations, and critiquing experiments. As you know, that's one of the questions in your exam.